We're here. We're at the final episode of AEW Rampage. It is done after tonight. No more Rampage. It is over with. AEW will focus on Dynamite and Collision and their pay-per-views. Rampage done after tonight. And we went the distance with it. We did it. We went all the way, baby. We did it. Rampage live stream, the final one tonight. Me, you, your comments all stream. My name is Zach from the West Coast Podcast, and this is it. Can you believe this? I can't. I have mixed emotions right now. This has been my Friday night for the past 3.5 years. So, all right. This is it. It's starting right now. The final Rampage on TNT from the Hammerstein Ballroom. Justin Roberts. Here comes Chris Jericho. Of course, he'd have to be on the final Rampage. Unbelievable. Chris Jericho. We're going to have a fun night. We're going to talk this. We're going to talk some movie news. If you watch SmackDown, make sure to give me the spoilers on SmackDown. I'll take them. And I also have a very special farewell to Rampage that I made for all of you who stuck with it on Friday nights with me and everyone else. But this is it. The learning tree is out right now with Chris Jericho. So funny. Tonight on SmackDown, Chelsea Green was doing a red, white, and green New York kind of look. But Chris Jericho, I will not miss him on Rampage. I will not miss him on commentary on Rampage. I will not miss his gimmicks. I will not miss Chris Jericho at all on Friday nights. But I'm going to miss all of you on Friday nights watching Rampage and hate watching it together. Here comes Anthony Bowens right now. All right, we're going to get a wrap. Let's see if it's any good. Okay. Well, they're breaking up. Are they teasing a feud already? Yeah, I think that rap was just a tease, maybe a breakup. Going out soft on Rampage. Max Caster, Anthony Bowens. Hammerstein Ballroom. It's a fun venue. It's a fun venue, and they can do smaller venues like this throughout 2025. I'm glad AEW works better in smaller venues right now with how they're selling. Don't fight it, TK. Get your memories in, though, all night. Whatever memories you may have of Rampage. To some of us, it's just a big, long blur. Hassan Terrell, how are you doing? The last level up from NXT on Peacock. That is also ending tonight. 2025 is a different landscape. No more Rampage, no more NXT level up. Raw is going to be on Netflix. SmackDown is on USA, and NXT is on the WB/the CW. Oh, man. Carnage, how you doing? Oh, for the love of God, just get rid of that. Yeah, get rid of that. Welcome. I'm so happy I met all of you during this stream. This has been a fun stream, and I hope you're having a good time out there when you're watching the stream. All right. I know spoilers are out there, but let me know in the comments what you would like to see on a final Rampage. I did not want to see Chris Jericho. I'm very disappointed in that, but I knew it was coming. One women's match again, because why change, TK? Why change? Make a modern version of the Winged Eagle, for God's sake. Come on, Triple H. I don't like the W. The W needs to go, Carnage. I just don't like it. I was kind of hoping this was leaning towards it, and then when you start this new era after next week with the 3-hour SmackDown, he just upgrades both belts. Noob, how are you doing? I'm doing fantastic because I get to spend another Friday night with everyone, and I'm a little sad because this is the final Rampage of all time. Vote for Anthony Bowens. I can't see Chris Jericho losing on the final Rampage. Best wrestler alive gimmick is so goofy. It's so goofy when you're not even a mid-card wrestler. World's End. Anyone going to watch World's End tomorrow? I just haven't been really feeling AEW lately, and I don't like the Continental Classic tournament. I get it, but I'm not like too invested in it, so let it just end. I think it's bad television. Also, New Japan needs to get rid of that shit. Carnage, go into belt design. Get these people some better belts. Mr. All Power, this is it. This is really it. I think they saw at the beginning, I don't know if you saw, but him claiming that he's the best wrestler alive to Anthony Bowens in his face. I think they are going to do a split. Shelton and Rico have been 2 stars out of the C2. Oh man, Shelton's so good. That's the good part about it. It has given Shelton a lot of shine. I'll get back into it after the tournament. I can't stand this tournament. Ricochet, let me start with Ricochet's gimmick. I can't tell if it's a work online or if he's kind of a dick, but I think it's a work. Final NXT Level Up is starting right now on Peacock. If you're going to dual watch like Mr. Terrell, there you go. Final night for 2 wrestling shows. It's fine because there are too many wrestling shows. We'll talk a lot of stuff. I do have a special video that I made for everyone out there, so I'll do it maybe around the halfway point tonight. I was waiting until Joe comes back. He's going to kick the crap out of Jericho. I hope he comes back tomorrow at World's End. I need Joe on my TV. I need Joe. He's just doing another voiceover for another video game. I just saw him post something online. So if you know, put it in the comments because, man, I love Joe outside wrestling as well. Every time someone big goes to AEW, the crowd turns on them and then go, yeah, that is true. Listen, cowards. I do believe World's End almost sold out. I just looked at it today. It was in the hundreds left. So whatever they were poised to sell, they'll probably just give away the rest of them tomorrow and just pack the arena. But it did good numbers, so in the thousands. My Christmas was fantastic. Thank you. I had a really nice Christmas with the family, and it was just now I'm out here, as you can see. I'm not like locked in a closet. Had a great Christmas. They're off celebrating with the other part of the family, and I'm here with you on the final Rampage. Oh boy, I forgot to make a drink too. Damn it. Phantom X, how are you? This is the last Rampage stream, Phantom. Let's talk, huh? You can't wait for it on Max. I can't either. We all know what's happening this Wednesday. I might stream it. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm excited. This starts Wednesday. Again, 2 streaming services are getting wrestling in this first week. In a week and a half-ish. I think this is good for AEW. I don't think it'll get as many eyes on the product as people think it will, but it'll get more people in line with it. And of course, we just talked about Level Up is Dunzo as well tonight. No more Level Up, no more Rampage. No more stream on TNT. And this, if you are a Toni Storm fan, this is what is supposedly going to be her next gimmick work. If you want to go watch an old movie, I don't know if it's on Turner Classic Movies, TCM, or on Max right now, the Three Faces of Eve seems to be the direction that she's going. She even talks to her psychiatrist, Luther, in the movie. So Luther come back as well into the fold. But this is it, the Three Faces of Eve for Toni Storm's new gimmick. What do you think about Athena retaining over Billy Starks and kicking Lexi's hair, or Lexi Nair, out of the group? I think it's okay, but I think this needs to build towards her losing the title and going to the main AEW roster. Over 2 years as champ, of ROH champ. She's awesome. Get Athena on the main roster. Also, I think Mercedes is winning tomorrow. What a great person to take the TBS title. One night, do an open challenge, and have Athena come out and take the TBS title. Mercedes needs to move on and on to other stuff too. So, yep, on New Year's Smash, back when I was younger, New Year's Smash meant something else. But Raw on Netflix, the same commercials. Yeah, man. Ugh. Not a fan. I like the commercials on Peacock because they fit in with the PLEs, because I don't need all these recaps before matches, and I can go get myself some snacks. I don't like how they're going to be doing it on Netflix, but I haven't seen it yet, so what do I know? Yeah, they should have done an Extreme Women's match. I agree. I think NWA Shockwave card. Noob, I didn't even see it. Shockwave. When is Shockwave? Last I saw of Athena was her Two-Face look at ROH. Ooh, Samoa Joe going after Mox after Jericho. So tomorrow is supposed to be the big, new era again for AEW with World's End. Either something happens at the end of the pay-per-view tomorrow, or people start coming back, like Samoa Joe. And then you got to figure out who's going to be the one to take out Mox, which I think they're building Darby Allin up for. So I don't know. Samoa Joe might be a layover until they get to Darby. It's 14 shred. Yes. ROH. Okay, I'll watch the last one. ROH. Joe versus Mox, the main event at Revolution, but Max can't do promos like Joe. Man. Oh, Mox can't. I don't like Mox's promos. I didn't like his one that he ended Dynamite with. I feel they're very turned up, but they're also very generic to me. Not a big Mox promo fan. Yeah, RP Jack Stain. Thanks for bringing that up, Carnage. Do not have a slide for that, and I do not have Rampage on my screen because of TNT. Last night of this crap that is TNT streaming. Ugh. All right, Jericho picks up the win just in time to hear his voice again, and it just cut out. If you're... Let me know what's happening. TNT is the worst. Everything Warner Brothers Discovery touches turns to crap. It just turns to crap. Speaking of Warner Brothers, let's talk about that. This happened this week. The Batman 2 got delayed over a year, or a year almost exactly. 2027. There's no script apparently finished yet, so they're going to delay it. 5 years is it now? After the first one? A little bit too long for me for a sequel. But as you can see on the right, that is the lineup of what DC has coming out within the next couple of years. I don't know about that Clayface movie. That's the thing that kind of perplexes me. Why are we doing a Clayface movie? I think it'd be cool, but a whole movie with Clayface. I did like that solo Clayface episode of Batman the Animated Series. I think that worked, but to stretch that out, I don't know. Shabbat is very underused. I do believe we should see him tonight. if I read correctly, he might be coming out tonight. Have you watched The Three Faces of Eve? And are you a fan of RJ City and Tony adapting movies for wrestling storylines? I have not. That is on my list to watch this week, actually. I do like that. I do think it's nice because you can go back and you can watch stuff like this and check it out. Also, if they're fans of it, I think that's great. And if they're going to tie it into Warner Brothers' own properties like TCM, I think it's a smart move. Great shape and motivate for the gym this week. Yeah. You hitting the gym? You getting in there? Had to get in there today. Oh, man. All right, Warner Bros. Discovery just ruined Cartoon Network. That's very sad. I have been watching a little bit of Me Tunes. It's Me TV, those stations that show reruns with tunes. I have been digging into that a little bit. It's my background kind of stuff now instead of music. So there's your alternative to Cartoon Network, which is pretty much gone. Wasting time, people's attention. Look at the Squid Games. It took too long to come out with season 2, and it's not as big. Phantom X exactly. The next season, season 3, will be the final one. That is rumored to come out in the fall or winter of 2025. So they're going to end it in the same year. So you're getting it all. That helps, Phantom. That's what we're getting. Where's Kyle O'Reilly? He hasn't been on a couple weeks, has he? Good question. Coal Money, how are you doing? Did you watch Beyonce? Yes, I did. Cool. In season 2 on cliffhanger. All right, I gotta watch it. I haven't touched it yet, but I will watch it. The biggest milk is Netflix giving leeway to the people that make Stranger Things. There's no reason to take that long for Stranger Things. There is no reason whatsoever. At this point, they'll need a new Batman. So here's the thing I think, Noob. I think they're reworking this in to fit the Clayface movie and make him part of the Batman universe. Because if you're going into 2027, look at all the lineup of stuff that they have coming out. You're in the middle now of DC's new universe. Cole, thank you for putting that out there. Yes, we did hear about that, and Carnage posted that. Good tribute by NWA out there too, if you want to check it out. GTA 6 is on 52 days away from. Ooh, I've seen a lot of leaks from GTA 6. I think that's bad. They got rid of Ed and Eddie on Max thanks to killing my childhood. Let's go to a new slide, baby. Paramount is getting rid of Nickelodeon stuff now too. They got rid of some Blue's Clues. They got rid of Doug, which you can watch on Disney Plus, and a whole bunch of other stuff. This, I do believe, is them getting rid of. I'm trying to talk here, Mr. Power. Here's the deal. They're trying to get rid of stuff. I think maybe even just sell IPs to other streaming networks. You can see a lot of HBO stuff like Sex and the City and other movies on Max. The Batman was just on Prime and Max, on Netflix, excuse me. Sex and the City's on Netflix. They are swapping stuff to make up for not making that much money. But yeah, Nickelodeon stuff is leaving Paramount. Nickelodeon and MTV stuff like The Real World and all that, all those back catalog stuff. That's the only reason I really have ever thought about getting Paramount Plus. Yeah. They wasted time with Joker 2. Also, I'm going to watch that this week, Phantom. I'm going to try to watch that. Yeah, DC. If you go to the dollar store, it's kind of nice. They have DC Comics for $1.25 now. They're just random ones to like get you started on there. They're not like current ones, but it was kind of cool. PlayStation 30 anniversary is good and it was cool. Yes, thanks. Oh man, did you do the tier list? Did you comment? Great tier list that Knock and I did. We had some fun. At least Disney's keeping their shows not good. That is a huge thing too. I love that Disney is not selling their stuff off to Netflix and all that stuff. Like if I saw their movies on Netflix, what's the point of Disney Plus, which is price hiking again later this year? Sweet entrance, Trashy McNasty. Thank you for joining. As we got it right now, Private Party is in the ring. And in just a few minutes, I have a special tribute to everyone out there for sticking with me throughout this Rampage stuff. A special farewell to Rampage. So I'll play it in a little bit, and I'll obviously end the show with it. But Private Party out now. We totally got to get on that. Our awards, the Poppies, we'll work it out. Knock and I have been busy. I just got done doing a show here in Hollywood with the Groundlings. That was super fun this week. Knock has been doing his thing with work and also some stuff for Amazon Prime's new Beast Games. Watch Beast Games. Watch Knock. Oh, man, if Nickelodeon bought the IPs, but then again, the Paramount owned, maybe. I don't know if they can. That'd be cool, though. There's see Sonic 3 before it's gone from theaters. The new Lord of the Rings movie was out for 2 weeks. You can already get that digitally. That'll be on Max probably pretty shortly, too. I think they're good champs. They need to be showcased more. And I thought Rampage was going to be a good place to do it. And this is the first Rampage where they've kind of really been on as champs. So I did enjoy the Disney Christmas Parade, and it was good on YouTube and on Disney Plus. All right. Well, that's a good thing to have on. Mr. Alport loves Sonic 3. Got your wrestling calendar, your shirt with the hood and phone charger, and that was it. Hey, that's still good. You still got some gifts. I got Astrobot. I'm very excited to play that game. I love silly little games like that. There's a tournament to determine the number one contender for the NWA World title. Ooh. See, that'd be a fun tournament. That might get me into some NWA stuff. Ready or not? How are you doing on the final Rampage? That's it, Private Party 1. Hope you're having a great holiday. We hope you are as well. I'm staying warm. It is a brisk 57 degrees here in Hollywood, California. Let Redder not know in the chat. Redder, what did you get? Did you get anything fun? And did the little ones dig it? What they got? Fun fact, what Ed and Nettie is supposed to be on Nickelodeon now. Ooh, that is a fun fact. Thank you, Carnage. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it, the trivia and all that. Thank you all for participating. I really do mean that. 3.5 years of me getting behind a show that isn't that good. It's probably why I got canceled. But you guys have all made this really, really fun and have really made this a special part of my life. So we're going to continue in some shape or form. All right, there we go. When the other guys don't get, yeah, exactly. Yep. That's what Rampage is known for. A lot of squash matches. So we'll be done with those now that Rampage is done. Nice. Dig it. They did. Yeah. That's why I haven't really been into AEW too much, because it's very predictable with their storytelling. And again, the tournament I'm not really into. So I don't like that belt. The belt shouldn't be there. The creator of the original Powerpuff Girls actually hates the remake. I could see that. I could see that big time. I love when Powerpuff Girls came out. I fucking love that show. There's an intergender match between Natalia Markova and Hunter Drake. Ooh, that sounds good. Mixed feelings about Billy's booking and Natalia. She has been posting stuff with Billy on the tour still, so maybe that's a good sign. But I get you. Yeah, everyone loves Hobbs. Everyone rooting for Hobbs. Stuck with the show longer than TK. All of us have. We all did it. Oh, man. Thank you. Yes, this is a great community. I love this community. That's why I've been doing this week after week. I just do, and I miss it when I don't do it. So, yeah, it's just window dressing, baby. Phantom, thank you. All right. In just a little bit, the next commercial break, I'll play my little tribute that I made to all of you, because this does mean a lot to me. Now there have been rumors the original creator of the Powerpuff Girls is going to create a movie called The Powerpuff Girls versus Rowdy Rough Boys. That's pretty cool. And I wonder if that has anything to do with the failed TV show that got canceled, then made, then canceled. That would be interesting. It's Mr. All Power. Cole Money, you're welcome. All right. Thunder Rosa out right now. She's going to face Leila Gray. Thunder Rosa. You can follow us on Instagram and X. I really kind of only use X to post the Rampage streams. But Thunder Rosa, She put her story out there for the stream today. So if you're watching because of Thunder Rosa, thank you, Thunder Rosa. And again, wish TK would have utilized the women's division a little bit more on Rampage. This has been a great spot to do it. But alas, one women's match again. Sometime in a few years, we're going to hear about stuff that happened on the set of Powerpuff Girls. Did you see some of that stuff? You can watch the full episode online. It's really weird. It's really, really weird. And then what was rumored, or what I saw of the scrapped version before the new one, was even weirder. But I'm going for Thunder Rosa as well. Hassan, let us know in the comments who you got. And again, the special video that I made coming up in just a few minutes. And if you didn't know, what are we going to do? We don't know what we're going to do on Friday nights, but there's an extra hour of SmackDown just announced tonight, starting next Friday. 3 hours of SmackDown. There it is. 3 hours of SmackDown, 3 hours of Raw when it goes to Netflix, 6 hours of WWE programming, -1 because NXT Level Up is done after tonight. So there we go. We're getting more content out there, huh? More wrestling out there. All right, I'm going to play that video in just a little bit, and then we're going to reminisce about some Rampage moments that maybe were your favorite, that you remembered. And coming out, a new Bad Bunny album. Are you a fan of Bad Bunny's music? Because there's a new Bad Bunny album coming out. I think it's coming out right before Raw debuts on Netflix, so maybe he'll show up on the Raw on Netflix. Bad Bunny could. Bad Bunny, great celebrity addition to wrestling. Trash McNasty, what's going to be awful? Let us know. When I first started watching you, all money was tied into OnlyFans, and now just seeing the guns, it's been nonstop, Jim. Even when tired. Let me tell you something, Daddy. I was tired today. But I did it anyways. Some days I do skip it. And don't forget cheat days, because it's fun to eat foods that you shouldn't eat. Favorite Rampage moments besides the first debut was all the great hardcore matches we got with Willow and Stat, and of course TJ. That is my biggest complaint about Rampage. They weren't more of that, and it wasn't showcased on Dynamite. They didn't even do like recaps of the great matches that they had. I agree with you. That's probably one of my favorites. That and Jade Cargo's streak. Forget about the Bunny and Penelope. They were staples. Butcher, he gets pinned every week. He's still around. Thunder Rosa versus Mariah May is going to be very hard-hitting. I can't wait for that. That is a good point, Phantom X. It is going to be hard-hitting. The Superman trailer is on right now. Jade and the Baddies was great. You are all great. You are all so great. I'm going to take this banner off right now. And this is a little video I made for you just to say thank you. Just thank you for being with me on Friday nights. You are legitimately the reason I keep doing this. I honestly don't do this because Rampage is a good show. But I mean this, and I'm not going to get emotional, I swear. I probably will, but who knows? I made this for all of you. Thank you for spending your Friday nights with me. Thank you for being part of this great community on Friday nights. Thank you for your thoughts. Thank you for your input. Thank you for your honesty. And thank you for being you here with me. Thank you for making the C- show the A+ stream. Here we go. All right, everyone, looks like we are live here on YouTube. I'm Zach from West Coast Popcast. We're going to live stream tonight's Rampage. Let everyone join in the chat here. Let me know what you think of the show as we go along. I'll read your chats online. Let me know if there's any issues with my mic. Let me know if I'm just too damn pretty. Either way, thanks for joining the stream. All right, I'm excited for this. Who knows what can happen? What a time to be a wrestling fan. All right, here we go. What a time to be a wrestling fan. Hey, thank you guys so much for that. Get emotional. Ooh. All right, bring it back down. Watching Rampage is a terrible show. It's a terrible show. All right, tears going. All right, a lot of comments on here. I'm gonna miss a lot of them, but I will be reading these. So thank you all for the comments and everything like that. And yeah, what a ride, huh? Friday night, Zach Page. I'm there for it. The real GM of Rampage. Could I have been the GM, TK? Could I have just have been the GM of Rampage? Oh, man. 2021. That's right. So thank you all for being along that big ride. Look at how green I was at streaming back then. And now I'm the GM of Rampage. I did. I started when Britt Baker was champion. Sting was around. Ready or not, gotta hit the feels. It's part of feeling alive. Your bar night might not be. Oh, man. I'm hitting the bar after this, man. Oh, my bar. I should have made a drink before this, but Tyson, yeah. Never got Eric to share password. Replace Rampage with Ring of Honor, for God's sakes. I hope Ring of Honor gets some TV time. There's some good talent down there, and I think the production is decent where it looks a little bit different than Rampage. Yeah, Leila Gray should. She's on Rampage. She's on the C Show. All-time trivia champion? Of course you can. Whatever I do next, I will integrate trivia again. I just haven't had the time to really do it. And then this week I wanted to, but I really wanted to make a video for you guys to thank you for sticking with me. I originally did the show to keep the channel alive because I love Eric and Knock. I just want to make sure that we didn't lose this fun interaction, especially with Eric moving to a different state. I thought I was going to do it for a few months, and that was it. And that just turned into 3.5 years because it just was really fun and it just kept me going with the comedy stuff too. It always kept me fresh, so I didn't get stage fright. Again, when I went up on stage on Monday night, I didn't get stage fright, and I was fine before I went on. I didn't have nerves because I do this with all of you guys, and it's live, and it's like improv, So just thank you for just always being here, and we're still hanging out on Friday nights. We're just not gonna have to watch this shit. So supposedly Fox does not have interest in Shockwave or an AEW product at this time. So I don't know if Tubi is going to pick one of them up, but yeah, it just stopped. But apparently Fox is fine not having AEW. Seems Thunder Rosa is ready for Bloodbath tomorrow, Worlds, and I hope it is so hard hitting. I hope it is. I hope it steals the show. I want TK to put these women on more. Was there for the whole ride, but jumped on the tree. Yeah, no, I want to respond to that without sounding super dirty. So just thank you for being here, Cole Money. It's gonna. All I could think of were like caboose jokes, and I couldn't. All right. I am not going to watch the pay-per-view live tomorrow. I will watch highlights after. Are you going to watch it tomorrow? Hook. I like Hook's music. I'm not the biggest fan of the guy who does it, but sure shouldn't have said anything about AEW going to Fox. Yeah, I don't know. All right, Hook, baby. He looks like a different person in this photo. I like his little pumpkin shorts, though. There you go. Mr. Allport, thank you for making the joke. Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I'll watch highlights. I can't. Again, AEW television right now with the Continental Classic going on doesn't really interest me. I've seen 2 matches in a row. I'm good. Forgot about Nick Wayne and Hook. So did I. You know what else they forgot about? Taz being taken out by Christian and him just coming back and doing commentary on Dynamite. and not really bringing the storyline up at all. I don't know. Maybe this is part of it because he's part of Christian's group, but I vote for Hook as well. Coal Money, Hook to NXT. You're calling it. I like it. I would like that. There you go. You love the Continental Classic. I think I'm the only one who doesn't like the Continental Classic. I don't know. I like tournaments. It just something doesn't hit for me. Does Christian still have the contract? Oh, you know what? Phantom X, you have to stay tuned tonight to find out. I do believe he makes another appearance tonight, or makes an appearance tonight. So, oh, there he is. He's still got it in his hand. I did get some spoilers because whatever. It's the final Rampage. He does make an appearance at the end of the show. I don't know what they all tape for tonight. So I do believe that could play into the pay-per-view tomorrow. Sheeta, man, why is she like off and on? Is it like a visa thing, or is she busy doing other things? She's here, and then she's not, and then she's like, if I don't say it again, oh, thank you, Ready or Not. I do love talking to you guys. I think that's what's going to be more just kind of shooting the shit. We'll be doing some tier lists on Fridays, even if it's just you and us together. Knock and I are going to get together and do the Eddie Murphy tier list that we have all queued up. Just going to talk random pop culture stuff. We'll watch SmackDown. We'll do some fun stuff on Fridays. It's just not going to be Rampage related. All right, we're just going to have some fun. I might even start half an hour earlier just in case, I have plans on a Friday night or I get a gig on a Friday night. I can still do the stream and not cancel. So, whichever makes it a little unpredictable. It will tomorrow, I do believe. Christian Cage could be the big change, but I don't think that's going to be the big thing that happens. Maybe the crowds for Dynamite will be better so they won't be exhausted with Rampage. I agree. And if you've been noticing on Rampage, they've been altering where people sit. They've been altering where they put the matches after they've been recorded. And it's been a lot of like production work to make Rampage look good. So I hope so. Thank you. Again, I did a Groundling show on Monday, and it was just like one of the things I always wanted to do since moving to Hollywood. So I was just very, very proud of it and worked with some really great, talented people. Very funny motherfuckers too, man. Like, we're all going to still have a good time on Friday nights, daddy. That is true, Trashy McNasty. That is true. Watch some old videos. Can we get one more Dusty Rhodes impression for the last stream? Phantom X, daddy. I will do the next pop culture update as Dusty Rhodes. Here we go. What are we going to talk about next here? We talked about SmackDown being 3 hours with Sapphire. We can talk about Rampage moments in just a little bit, daddy. And most of all, we talked about Bad Bunny. Did we talk about Knock being on Beast Games? That's right. He could win $3 million cash prizes. He could buy a sweet Sapphire for that much money, daddy. Support Knock on Beast Games. He is number 149. It is on Amazon right now. 2 new episodes were out, I think, or one last night. Have to double check. And then, of course, start off watching episode 0 on YouTube. Knock. He's got even more stuff that we can't talk about yet, but Knock doing big things out here in Hollywood. The funniest, hopefully not in the YouTube game business. I'm trying to do more stuff outside of YouTube and then bring that stuff to you. They shoot Rampage on the same day as Dynamite. WW's. Yeah, everyone's going to stop doing that, I do believe. Dusty Zach, Daddy, Phantom X. That is the chant for Kristen getting the F out, Daddy. And getting nice for calling Dusty. I should get the hat like his, like a fucking newsy hat. Yeah, man. Support Knock when you can. We're doing some good stuff out there. And again, when Knock is able to talk about the other stuff, he's on television shows. Next time he's on, I think he can talk about it. So, AEW needs to step up their game. If not, then they're going to have another WCW. What another nice lead in. Carnage. It's like I'm almost paying you to help me out with this stream here. This is the first AEW Dynamite. These were the 3 matches. Again, Rampage. Tonight, I do believe, makes 177 episodes of Rampage. Thunder, 156 episodes. So there's your comparison to WCW's B/C show. But I will say this about Thunder. At least towards the end, it had star power. It had Booker T. It had Slapnuts. It had Scott Steiner. It had the people that were... Look, after the first couple months, not even that, less than, then Hogan, the NWO stopped showing up, right? Because they didn't have to, because they were contractually obligated. But they did put people on towards the end of Thunder. Rampage, we barely get it. We just get favorites that are caught somewhere in the mid-card, you know? Like, that's why Willow and Statlander had such great matches on here, because that's where they could be. And I just think Rampage never found its footing. Whereas Thunder... They did do storytelling on there that went into pay-per-views. It was terrible. It was really terrible. But I got to say, Thunder served more of a purpose than Rampage did in its final years. So that's just my take on it. But obviously, Rampage has far, far better wrestling. Now, once again, he's got to talk about his other shows that he's on, because I bet some of you watch it. I think he's on 2 shows. He's on 2 shows right now. It did do really good numbers, especially that Will Ospreay match. Where's Saraya been? I don't know. Oh, Rooster Teeth. Hold on here. We got Wendy Chu on Level Up, and on the stream, we have him right here. It is number 149, Knock. Welcome to the final Rampage.
This is incredible, man. You know, I couldn't miss Zach's final stream of Rampage, the one that's been carrying the Rampage torch. Used to take the bullets for Raw, but now has been taking all the shots for Rampage. You really made this show watchable.
Well, thank you. TK didn't.
I see you with the graphic up here. So they actually had more episodes than Thunder?
Yeah, they did.
Wow, that's crazy. But shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm scrolling through right now, man. Love to see everybody in here.
Knock, any great memories of Rampage? Anything that stood out, or is Rampage just kind of a blur for you? Where does it stand out for someone who didn't watch it every week?
I hate to say it, but most of it is a blur. Like Gangrel coming out, I forgot that happened. Obviously, remember Jade. She kind of got stuck on Rampage for a while there. The CM Punk debut, no matter how bad or how sour it ended, that was a great debut. I think. The other one, people might forget this, but either that night, I'm trying to remember, either that night or the night before, Christian Cage won the TNA World Championship on Rampage against Kenny Omega.
I think it was that night. I'm pretty sure it was that night, because he had Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus with him, right?
Yeah. So that one sticks out to me. That was a really good moment. That's when Rampage felt like, a big deal.
Yeah.
And the women's matches, the women have been killing Rampage for a while now. They've been carrying the show. It's
such a double-edged sword, because it's awesome that they were on here, but that shit should have been on Dynamite, because they're so good.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to there are hidden gems on Rampage. I'm sure someone down the line will go through and see some stuff. It's just as a week-to-week show, it's just too many squash matches. It was the same formula over and over.
It was.
But Zach, man, how you feeling about this, though, man?
What's up?
How you feeling about this ending, though, man? This is crazy. What you put together here?
It's so bittersweet, because I don't like watching Rampage. It's just, you can see the flaws. You can see mainly a lot of production flaws. You can see that the time isn't put in to the talent that's on the screen. But at the same time, I love doing this with everyone coming in the chats, and we just have so much damn fun. So it's such a bittersweet night, man. I'm going to have a cocktail after this and just kind of take it all in.
Yeah. Mr. Trashy, what's up? Welcome to the channel. First of all, I love AEW. I go to all their shows whenever they're in the area I can go. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. The show's been hard to watch, but Dynamite and Collision have been on fire recently. They've been picking up, and if they do smaller venues like this, like the Hammerstein Ballroom, some other stuff like that, it's a good vibe in there.
I think so. I think this was a good look. And me personally, I'm pretty sure you like the Continental Classic. I don't like it. So after this weekend's pay-per-view, I'll be getting back into AEW more.
I think it's good. I'm glad they're still, having this mean something. It's going to take us some time for it to feel that prestigious. It's not going to feel like the G1 for a bit. But there's been some good matches, bro. Ospreay, Darby, Ospreay, Ricochet. They've been put on some bangers.
Yeah, I mean, there are good matches out there. Just got to sit through a lot of the storytelling with Mox and one of the Death Riders.
Yeah. I'm still trying to be sold on Death Riders. I like them. Everyone in the group is great. I'm waiting for the story to progress. I feel like it's been on hold for a bit.
Yeah, I feel like if they don't do anything at the end of World's End tomorrow, I'm done with the storyline completely, and that's going to be my channel changer if I do get back into watching weekly AEW television.
Here comes the money. Money talks. Here comes the money.
He better not show up. Kyle Fletcher pretending to be Randy. I'm just glad he cut his hair. I'll just leave it at that.
He wasn't digging the hairstyle.
Wait, we were rocking a simple Jack haircut. Come on now.
Oh, man.
Knock, how is the love on Beast Games going?
Definitely, guys. If you haven't checked out Beast Games, episode 3 just dropped yesterday. Psychological warfare all through going on, man. It's really, you're gonna see some. This is where this was Jimmy, his favorite episode, and you're gonna see some real villains start showing their faces. I didn't know I was basically living with some of these psychopaths, some of these master manipulators, if you will. So check out the episode, man. It is pretty crazy, and it's gonna start.
All right.
It's gonna starting to feel a little more personal. They're gonna start getting into more character stuff, and it's gonna start going more into right now it's that still has a YouTube feel. Right now it's gonna start getting more into TV.
Okay.
So definitely keep up with the show.
All right. I mean, that makes sense because you're gonna get down to so many players. You can only do so many stories when you whittle it down from 1,000. So.
Yeah. So
I still can't believe the end of episode 0 on the YouTube thing. I cannot. In case anyone's not seen, I'm not going to say, but just the end of that episode, I would have lost my shit.
Listen, bro. Security was needed. That's all I will say. Security was a personal escort was needed.
I bet. Speaking of security, Shibata is finally out now, Carnage. There you go. Anyone who's looking for Shibata.
Man, I forget who.
He looks like he's gonna put together a really good Nicolas Cage costume for Halloween.
Yeah, I see Carnage Raid. He thinks the patriarch is going to turn on Christian. That only makes sense. I hope that happens. I mean, again, this whole bit about he being people's fathers, cool, but it has to have something come up out of it. Like Nick Wayne has to beat Christian at some point.
I think it's going to happen with him cashing in tomorrow.
Really?
And they'll cost him. Because he can't take the title off Mox when he's trying to do this thing. It just makes no sense. But if that's what the big thing is, him losing the title, I don't know, it's been a weak build.
Imagine this, Zach. I'm sure Edge is around the corner, right? Imagine,
yes, he's coming back with FTR on Wednesday.
Imagine we build up Darby Allin to be this guy to finally beat Mox. He's the biggest babyface in the company. The 1, 2, 3. He gets the victory, hard fought victory. He could barely walk.
Okay.
No. 3, 2, 1. Christian cashes in. Imagine the show ending with Christian cashing in on Darby. Darby got the world championship. He won, but now he's to start his chase again.
That'd be pretty fucking good. That would be pretty good.
I think we can pull it off.
Yeah, speaking of Darby, he's getting choked out by the Death Cab for Cutie Riders in the back. Pac still feels out of place here. We're getting to the end scene of Dynamite. Or excuse me, of Rampage. Do you think it's going to end in a cool way, like any of our favorite TV shows, or do you think it's just going to end like a regular Dynamite?
I think honestly, I've lost kind of a little hope in them doing something special. If they do something special, that'd be great. I think they're done with it. I think some of the people in the back are done with it. You know, I think it's gonna go out on its own. I don't think it's gonna be anything crazy. Did they do like a mashup of stuff?
Nothing. I don't even know if they said tonight was the final Rampage. I never heard
I think they're just kind of bowing out without really saying nothing. I would have built it up. At least get that ratings pop. Final Rampage. I would have been posting like the top 10 Rampage moments. Something, bro. All the surprises. Like you could have built this up a bit. To get some type of pop a number or something.
They could have done something. I don't know. There's not even really World's End build until what we're going into right now with the Death Cab for Cutie people. Connor, did you collect action figures? I just saw someone getting their first action figure in AEW, and I can't remember who it is. It wasn't Shibata, but someone. I can't remember who.
I'm not too sure.
Nice. Okay. I can't remember who it is, but that's cool. I'll let you collect the action figures. I used to collect WWF action figures in the 80s.
Oh.
I still have them. They're worth money. I just don't know where they are.
Sitting on some gold, man.
I know. I'll level up. The final level up tonight, too, Knock. That's it.
We just all going out before the new year.
It's done after tonight.
Yeah, my bad, Hassan. I know he's the biggest level up fan I know. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, he might be having a hard night tonight. Yeah.
For real.
All right. World's End has you excited. I have hope that tomorrow's something big is gonna happen. Because yes, Final Battle was really good.
It was a very solid show, man. I'm looking forward to AEW getting back on track. I mean, I haven't heard too many, bad things come out with the company recently. So it seems like they're kind of getting out of the bad press.
Yeah, which is good. Kyle O'Reilly's own action figures in both WWE and AEW. That's good. Nice. Which one's better?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Any big plans coming up, Knock? Anything big for the new year? Anything that you got going on? Or are you going to kind of chill out for a little bit now that the holidays are cooling down?
We've been chilling, trying to settle in where we're at. But, I'm really hoping to get back to some wrestling shows, whether it's some indie shows coming up or, anything. I would love to get back in there. It's been a minute, Zach, since we went to a show.
I know.
But, yeah, I mean, it's been – actually, speaking of shows, my boy was performing this week.
Yes.
How'd that go, bro?
It was good. It was great. Everyone did a great job. So I'm just I was happy to be a part of it. And I mean, how it is in LA, just like a lot of really good creative people. It was good to be around everyone who's like really good at what they're doing, and just a whole lot of love in there. So it was
that's a good
one of my favorite nights. Career-wise, I think those were my favorite nights this past Monday.
That's really good to hear, man.
Have you seen the vignettes for Penta on Raw, Knock?
I have not. So they're going to debut him even without Ray?
They said on the Monday night the Netflix Raw. That's what they say after the vignettes. They're pretty cool vignettes.
Okay. They can. I'm going to trust Triple H to do what, sadly, AEW didn't. If you remember when Penta... For some reason, they tried to do a singles run on Penta. It was like when he turned to Penta Oscuro or something like that. Penta Dark, pretty much.
Yes.
That dark luchador character he had from Lucha Underground. And I felt like the production wasn't really proper there because that should have blew up. That should have blew up. If Triple H and W does it right, this would be really cool. And you can finally have that big, because they wanted a Rey Mysterio to have that face. But for the next generation to have that big face luchador, you need the villain. And Penta would be perfect.
100%. And Penta and Dragon Lee could be that big feud that like every year or so they have like a big match or they run into each other.
That's how you should build it, man. I know Triple H can do it, so I'm gonna trust him to have the production set up right, and be consistent. Whatever his entrance is, whatever his booking, just be consistent with it, and you can do something really special with Pentagon, man. He can go.
He can go, and he can go against who's he up against in Lucha Underground? Was it EO?
Okay. I'm glad you mentioned this. This is one of my favorite matches, like not just from Lucha Underground, not just from Penta or EO, but this is one of my favorite, not just intergender matches, one of my favorite matches ever. So Penta Dark was feuding with the Black Lotus Triad. It was EO. I'm blanking on the other names, but these other two wrestlers are incredible, and I will look this up. But EO was the last one of the. It was an intergender like gauntlet match. EO comes from the freaking deck, drop kick. They were on fire. That if you haven't seen that Lucha Underground match, I highly recommend it. That match is incredible.
It's good.
And Penta's out here trying to break their arms. Like this man has no chill.
That is a villain. Dante Chen on Level Up on the match. All right, they're out here right now. Marina Shafir wearing Mox's jacket. If I was Renee, I'd have questions.
If I was Roderick Strong, I'd have questions.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. So now people are going to start coming out into to a brawl.
Okay. I got the names. I can't believe I forgot it. So Kairi Sane was in the group. It was Io Sky, Kairi Sane, and Mayu Iwatani. Great wrestlers. That's a heck of a treat.
Hey, they should form an alliance. That'd be a cool one in WWE. And then we don't have to worry about Penta going into the LWO.
Yeah. Man.
All right, here comes Orange. We're running everyone out here. We're going to build up World's End. I think we're just going to end in a brawl. This is going to be a very, we talk about WCW. I mean, this is going to be a very WCW ending, but this needs to happen because if people are trying to run AEW people need to come out and defend it. So there's Willow. There we go. Let's mix and match. Okay, this is good.
I want to see where the Bucks, what they're going to do next. Them and Jack Perry. Kenny's returning at New Japan, which is a little bit of a surprise, but should be interesting.
Not as interesting as winning Mega Millions. I did not. I forgot to get a ticket. I was actually going to get one. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, man.
Too late.
You got 3 minutes, Zach. If you can
hustle. Rampage.
Yeah. Oh, man. Mr. All Power. What would you do with that money, man?
Yeah, what would you do with that money? That's
Oh,
you're good on the gym membership. Mr. All Power has been hitting the gym, man. I'm very proud of him. He's been doing his thing.
Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you.
Everyone's coming out.
That's really good, though.
This is how we're going to end it. Tony Storm is out. Everyone. 3 Faces of E. We talked about that. That's the new movie. Not the new. It's an old-ass movie that Tony Storm's character is going to be taking pages from.
I'm not mad at it. I mean, if it worked once, try it again. And Tony Storm was the Women's Wrestler of the Year, I think, on a few different outlets.
Yes, she tied with Roxanne Perez on Sports Illustrated, I do believe.
Okay. I think the New York Post gave her Wrestler of the Year also. Women's Wrestler of the Year.
Yeah, she deserves it. She was fantastic this past year.
The show has felt very different without her. I like Mariah May.
Yes.
And she's a good champion, but it's felt different without her.
Yes, I agree. All right, everyone is out there. There's security out there. There's 1 minute left on the final Rampage ever of all time.
This is insane.
Not the foreseeable future. They will not go back to a name of a show that got canceled. They will not bring this back. I guarantee you. A network will not do that.
I mean, unless we get what are some of these AEW shows? The Roads to the Top, Rampage. What was the other one you hated? What was that one?
Access.
Oh, Access.
The worst show I've ever seen.
There was another one. Was it Overdrive or some shit like that? It
was supposed to be like, yeah, the wannabe ridiculousness.
Yeah, Overdrive. And that came and went. I don't remember what episode.
Yeah, it sucked.
but I'm hoping AEW gets their stock back up next year, man. I am a fan. I know I'm bagging on them, but I am a big fan of the company.
Same. I do love old school AEW, which is going to be on Max next week. There's already pages up on Max if you go on there right now.
That's gonna be nice, man. I can't finally wait to watch AEW properly.
Right. The lights have gone out. Wheeler and Pack have broken the electrical board. The Yellow Cab Combat Club is going out the back door while everyone else is trying to figure out who they're holding. This is how Rampage is going off the air. It's going off black. That is it. That is it. It's going off. And people are fighting. I don't think they're fighting people they should be fighting. This is funny. All right, here we go with the promo at the end here. Don't let Marina do it.
She's probably gotten better, man. She got
better. Okay. There's Moxley in the truck. God, Moxley. What are you yelling at these people in the truck for like this?
Has he still not been coming out with his world title?
I'm putting an end to Rampage. Cut it.
Oh, wow.
And that is it. Jon Moxley, you killed Rampage. On AEW view, you killed Rampage.
That's a smart ending. That's a good little nice thing. I like that.
Oh, Phantom X, thank you, Mr. Alpar, and everyone else who stuck with us throughout this whole Rampage stream from 3.5 years ago. It's been a ride. I've enjoyed doing this, man. Yes. Knock. Any last words now that Rampage is done?
I can't wait to see everybody in the chats for me and Zach's upcoming tier list we got coming.
Yes.
Podcast will be returning very soon. Everything's starting to, settle a little bit. And whatever videos, we got a ton of videos on the channel right now. So really appreciate everyone. A lot of people jumping in here, man. Everybody, this all y'all are great.
We love it. And I can't wait to do the tier list with you. I'm so excited. Oh, that's not it. Dang it. Where did it go? I had it all queued up. Here we go. Okay. They're all the same thing. Anyways, it's an Eddie Murphy tier list. I'm excited. All right, but that is it. That's the final Rampage. We did it. We made it through the entirety of a television show together. We had a damn good time doing it. All right. Knock, thanks for jumping in, man. I really appreciate that.
I had to be here for the final Rampage, man. I mean, what Zach has built here was just incredible. I mean, you couldn't save the show, but I mean, you provided so much entertainment for everybody.
Had to try, I'm so happy I met all of you through this. I'm so happy a lot of you found the channel and found Knock, Eric, and myself through this. It's been great having you on the other streams and commenting on all the other things too. So stick with us. We got a lot more stuff coming. But man, this has been a great ride. I've loved when Eric and Knock have popped in on these Friday nights with me. I've loved doing this ever since we started. That is it for the final Rampage. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for being a part of my Friday nights and letting me be a part of yours. Remember to always be excellent to each other. And just stick with us because, man, we got more stuff that we'll have fun with.
Oh, yeah, we got a few TV show reviews coming back. If you guys enjoyed our reviews, man, I really enjoyed those.
We're definitely doing Last of Us. And then what's the other one that's coming out this year that we'll do? Can't remember. But there's another TV show that we'll do a full review of. And stick with the channel because we might have some fun stuff with Knox Beast games.
Sure.
As well. So. All right. Before I get all emotional, I'm going to play the video one last time here as we end the stream. Dante Chen wins as Level Up ends as well. 2 shows dying tonight. Goodbye, Level Up. Goodbye, AEW Rampage. It's been real. But get the fuck out. All right. See y'all around.
Damn.
All right, everyone. Looks like we are live here on YouTube. I'm Zach from West Coast Popcast. We're going to live stream tonight's Rampage. Let everyone join in the chat here. Let me know what you think of the show as we go along. I'll read your chats online. Let me know if there's any issues with my mic. Let me know if I'm just too damn pretty. Either way, thanks for joining the stream. All right, I'm excited for this. Who knows what can happen? What a time to be a wrestling fan. All right, here we go.
A new era of professional wrestling starts right now with AEW Rampage.
What a time to be a wrestling fan.